congratulations to It's Langston. Congratulations. So, congratulations to our winners. Thank you so much for participating. Look forward to another giveaway in the future, because I had a lot of fun and I want to give back more. But now let's get on to the Q&A section. Hi Elka, congrats on 1K. So here are my questions. What made you start playing Overwatch? What inspired you to start making videos? And lastly, what are your future plans for the channel? Okay, so thank you for your congratulations. And so we'll start with how I started playing Overwatch. It's actually a fun story. I don't know, funnish. It's whatever. So my dad is an avid World of Warcraft player. I mean, like, that's the only game he's played for, like, as long as I've been alive. Like, genuinely, like, that long. That's all he's ever played. So, naturally, as a kid, I wanted to play that game so bad. So bad. I wanted to play with him. Yeah, so after all of this time wanting to play this game so bad, after I was about 13, I believe, I was finally allowed to play it. So, I really enjoyed World of Warcraft. I played it so much. I loved having something to play with my dad. It was pretty cool. But then, on the Blizzard launcher one day, I saw this game, Overwatch. And I didn't really know much about it at this point. All I knew was that it was a shooter. I had heard of it before, right? But I didn't really know anything about it besides the fact that it was a shooter. So, I kind of kept an eye on it, but at the time it was $60. I was 13. I didn't have $60. I still don't. Jokes aside. They eventually did a free-to-play weekend. They did that. They did that a few times during Overwatch 1, but I think this was the first one they ever did. Not that that's relevant, but so I was like, okay, now's my time. I tried the game out, and my very, very first game, people were like so freaking nice to me. Like, people were talking to me. I didn't say anything, but people were nice to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Can I make friends on here? That's what genuinely drew me in. Weird, but that's kind of like the thing that actually drew me in. So then, this person that I was playing with asked me, hey, can you try Mercy? I think you'd really like them. I don't know why, well, I picked Diva first because she looked like a character from Neon Genesis Evangelion. That was my thought process. So I tried Mercy, and I kept going with Mercy because everyone loved it. I felt so appreciated. That's the real reason why I played Mercy in the beginning. And so from then on, I just stuck with Mercy for a while. That was the only character I knew how to play. I'm getting so off track. I'm just getting nostalgic, right? But so, see, that's how I started playing Mercy. And then after this free weekend, after it was over, I was obsessed. I begged my mom. I was like, can I please have this game? Because I think it was also on sale a little bit. And she made me do a crap ton of chores for it. But I got it. And gosh, shortly after, I met the man who would be my husband in the future. Crazy to think about. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, very shortly after, like a month or two idea of showing my face, because, like, the idea of doing ASMR is kind of embarrassing to me at first. Now I couldn't care less, whatever. But I still am not into the idea of showing my face. I really, so it kind of, I don't know, I thought about it for a while, but I wasn't sure, and I even thought about doing, like, just kind of showing, like, the bottom half of my face even, you know? Because all I'd heard of was, like, you know, like, the ASMR roleplays and stuff like that. Those always sounded fun to me. But then, some random day, ASMR Gaming News' video showed up on my YouTube. I know all of you guys are familiar with him. We all love him, right? And I checked it out, and I'm like, wait, oh my gosh, I could do this. I could do this for Overwatch, because I love Overwatch, and it's a good game, right, to do this type of thing. And yeah, after a few months of, like, watching gaming ASMR, that's when I actually decided, like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna post, and it might not work, and it might work, but I had fun doing it, and I still have fun, obviously. So, when I decided to make the first video, and it got views, I didn't even expect any views. Oh, and I should mention another one of my inspirations was, Lonely ASMR. You guys should check her out. She's really cool. I like her a lot. Because she did a lot of Overwatch videos at that time too. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. So she inspired me a lot too. Her and AGN were the reason I thought, like, oh, I can do this. This will be cool. So yeah. Sorry, I am, like, blabbing, like, you all don't need this much information, but you're getting it. So, your last question was, what are your future plans for the channel? Honestly, genuinely, just, of course, to keep going. I would like to branch out to different types of videos, maybe even non-gaming videos in the future. Not too much of that, but just a few here and there, because, I don't know, I've always wanted to do roleplay videos. Those seem so fun. I don't know. I like acting. I think acting is fun, so roleplay sounds fun to me. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, like, at some point, with maybe, like, gaming elements. I don't know, like, gaming themed, something like that. But yeah, so future plans is to definitely expand, do different games as well. Different games. Just more variety in general, and more triggers, just different type of triggers, things that people like. Because sometimes I feel stuck, like I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over. So that's why I want to expand and do different stuff. But yeah, I think that's about it for the future plans right now. Thank you so much for your questions. Okay, next question is anonymous as well. Congrats on 1K. You've mentioned your keyboards before, I think. But what is the rest of your setup like? Mouse and PC stuff? Okay, so for my PC is okay. It's not like, I don't know, I think it's like mid-range right now. I'm not too up to date on, like, what's considered good and not. So I have a RTX 3060 and an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 processor. It does what I need it to do, you know, like, it's good. It's good, it runs everything at, like, the high settings, right? Like, there's definitely better stuff out there, but it does what I need it to because that's all they had when it came out. So the reason I like this mouse so much is because it has different plates on it. Like you can change it out to have different buttons on it. I'll show you guys pictures so you know what I'm talking about. The reason I need these buttons is there's one of the plates has 12 buttons, and I play League of Legends as well, and so I like to have different abilities bound to different things like wards and stuff. If you guys play League of Legends, you know what I mean. That's the main reason. So, because I like to switch out between that mouse and the 2 buttons for when I play FPS. So I love this mouse. I'd vouch for it. I'd die for this mouse. And let's see. Oh yeah, so keyboard. I am big into keyboards. I like custom built keyboards. The last one I had to build myself, but the one I have now is just, well, it's a custom built one, but rebuilt. It's really, I like it a lot. Yeah, I consider myself a keyboard enthusiast, but it's a bit too much of an expensive hobby for me to keep building. Alright, so thank you so much for your questions. Are you a fan of elks, since it's in your name, or funny coincidence? Boggies. So, the name Elka is actually 2 of the letters in it are from my real name. And so I used those 2 letters and then kind of made it into something that kind of sounded like it would be fun to say. I was like, Elka. Kind of sounds like an ASMR name. Like, I don't know, like, it sounded like it would sound good, you know? But, yeah, so that's it. But I do like elks. They're cute. They're cool. I like all animals. I'm big on animals. Alright, our next set of questions. Number 1. Favorite ASMR creator? Great question. I love this question. This is fun. So like I mentioned, Lonely ASMR. Love her so much. She has such a great, relaxing voice, and she does Valorant videos. And I'm into Valorant right now. So, let's see. Okay, this is like totally not gaming ASMR, but I love Southern ASMR sounds because I was raised in the South, and it just kind of like reminds me of my childhood. Her voice, like, if you can't tell by her name, she has a Southern accent, and so she just reminds me of a lot of like the women I knew in my childhood. Kind of reminds me of my mom a bit too. So it's really comforting, and she's just a really nice lady. I love her so much. So much. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other channels I watch at the moment. Oh, so another gaming ASMR creator I like a lot is ASMR One Play. He's a small creator too. I don't know, a lot of the games he plays, I don't even play those games, but he has a really relaxing voice. I like his voice a lot. He's super nice. I don't know, he does good. He's consistent, he uploads a lot. Yeah, so I like him. Okay, I could go on forever with this, so I'll give you those. But, I don't know, maybe one day I will just talk about the ones that I like a lot. But yeah, those are who I like the most, at least right now, because it does change. Okay, so you asked, number 2, do you have any other hobbies / interests? Boy, do I. I could go on forever. I'm so serious. Forever. So, my major hobbies is obviously art. You know, I draw a lot of things for the thumbnails. I'm actually a music producer. Not a good one, but I am a music producer. I don't do that as much anymore. Just 'cause life be busy. But I really do enjoy making music. I play the viola, so I was like classically trained. I say trained, but I just learned in school. So I like to make upcycling clothes. I like to thrift a lot. That's something that I'm pretty passionate about. I love finding clothes and making it into something new. Okay, so yeah, sewing is also something that I like to do while I watch TV or something because it's such a nice repetitive thing. Sewing, cooking, I love to cook, I love trying new things, making new things. Obviously, like, I don't know, I have so many hobbies, so many interests. I could go on about that forever, but a few of the questions up ahead kind of pertain to hobbies and interests. Okay, so number 3, favorite game besides Overwatch, if it is. Right now, it's so hard to say. Like, overall, I would probably say Overwatch because it was the first game that I got, like, obsessed with. And, so Overwatch, yeah, overall Overwatch. But right now, another favorite game is definitely Cult of the Lamb. If you haven't played it, please check it out. It's so freaking cool. Okay, so number 4. You asked, what do you do for work? Okay, so it's not a conventional job. It's called a US Raider. What we do is we rate Google searches. We're technically contractors for Google. So our company is hired by Google, essentially. So we rate Google searches on, like, relevancy, quality of pages. That's not all we do. We recently been rating, like, we rate AI as well. Like, so, like, ChatGPT stuff, the responses they give, we rate, like, the accuracy and stuff behind that. But with this job, Google just decided to drop us recently. So, say this was about a month ago. Just one day, no warning. They're like, hey, we don't want you anymore. So, that was my job. I loved it so much. It was awesome. It was, like, I don't know, because I got to work when I wanted to. I didn't have like a 9 to 5, you know. When I had time, I would work. So that was fun, but that is no more. I didn't, like, this happened a bit ago, but I didn't even mention it because we try to keep it, like, I don't know, I like to keep everything happy and not, like, I don't want to vent, you know, I don't want to be like, guys, and start venting to you. But it's okay for this because it's just like, you know, I'm just talking because I was so depressed about it, but I'm okay now. I have to find another job that's kind of similar to that. So I'm in the search right now. I'm searching for something similar. Because I really struggle with jobs. Like, customer service, like, oh my gosh. I'm a sensitive person, so mean people can really get to me. But yeah, so that was my job. It's a really cool job. There are different companies that do that, so I think we should look into that. And those are all of your questions, so thank you so much for sending those in. Okay, the next questions are from Coffin. If you had one last meal, what would it be? Okay, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna absolutely tear me to shreds for this, but macaroni and cheese. Now listen. Are there better things? Yes, absolutely. 10 million better things. But as an American, mac and cheese is just a comfort food, you know? It's like the boxed mac and cheese is just, it was like the first thing I learned to make as a kid, you know? It was just, we had it a lot. Mac and cheese with a lot of sliced plant-based hot dogs. I do the vegetarian hot dogs. Yes, it's a thing, and they're pretty good. So that's genuinely what I would choose to be my last meal, because it's just a comfort thing, you know? I don't feel like a nice Wagyu steak dinner would be, I don't know, I wouldn't want something fancy. I just want something that reminds me of, like, family. As corny as that sounds, it makes it taste better. And Coffin also said, also appreciate the vids and don't stop the grind. Thank you so much. I really don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Like, as long as one person is able to go to sleep, that's a win for me. Like, I'm able to help one person, or even relax one person, then I think I will keep going. Alright, next one. What is your current Overwatch rank, and who is your least fave to play against? Love the vids. Thank you so much. So, current rank, I got to Masters, but now, as you guys know, I recently got my old account back, so we're having to do the whole climbing thing again. So, we're on a journey. But yeah, right now, we did get to Masters as of Season 9. Yeah, we're on Season 9. I can never remember. But yeah, so, Masters. My peak, you didn't ask, but my peak was top 500. Let me think, number 150 maybe. Maybe a little, maybe like 130 something, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so that was my peak, like earlier, a few seasons ago. Not too many seasons ago. Yeah, so Masters right now, hopefully we can get that, whatever the heck that new rank is. But thank you so much for your questions. Wait, okay, so you said least fave to play against. Honestly, that's real easy. I want to say a good widow. That's a difference between bad widow. Like, because a good widow, you can't, like, you are constantly having to hug walls, like, if you're support. I like to try to counter them as Kiriko, because I find I can kill them kind of easily, depends, but if I'm on, like, Mercy or something, oh, it's over. It's over. It's just, it makes it really difficult to play. Like, no super jumping ever. No. But yeah. Do you ever struggle to whisper sometimes when you get excited during your game? Honestly, I do pretty well. Sometimes, like, the things that actually get loud is my keyboard sometimes. Although not since I changed my keyboard. But sometimes, like, when I get super, like, it's a stressful situation and I'm clicking a lot, oh my gosh, like, it's so loud, and I'm like, clicking harder doesn't make you shoot faster, but sometimes it feels like it should. Is there anyone else you follow for ASMR gaming videos? Yeah, so we talked about ASMR gaming news, lonely ASMR, and then ASMR one play. Okay, who or what interrupts or distracts you most while recording? That is so funny, because obviously it is my cats, the bane of my existence sometimes. One of them, Iris, she just yells. She yells and yells because she loves attention. That's it. She just likes attention. And the reason it's funny is because just before I started recording, I literally, like, I could not even start recording because she was just yelling. And then my other cat, Evie, was playing with the plastic bag she found. And that was really fun and loud and not annoying at all. So I kind of just have to hope that they won't be loud. They've really ruined some recordings sometimes. But thank you for your questions. who is your favorite Overwatch character overall, both to play and lore-wise? Okay, so this is probably unexpected, but Widowmaker. We all know her lore, right? She got good lore. I like her lore. It's sad, depressing, whatever. And she feels the most rewarding to play. Like when you get those headshots. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. It feels so good. We need to do a Widowmaker video, don't we? I'm thinking we do. But yeah, definitely Widowmaker. Like overall, I go through my Widowmaker phases, but I haven't played her much in Overwatch 2. It's funny, she's my least favorite to play against, and also my favorite to play. But also Mercy's the runner-up. Very different characters, aren't they? How long have you been playing video games for? And what was the first game that got you hooked? I love this question because it feels like a humble brag. I've been playing since I was 5 years old, at least. Like, obviously I started out playing like, just silly little games meant for kids on the computer, like learning games. Like, I strictly remember some Finding Nemo game. Oh my gosh, and Insane Aquarium. I'm literally gonna play that game for a video because it is my childhood. It's dumb. It's like a clicker game almost. That was one of the games. That was one that got me hooked. That was like, an actual game, like aimed for kids, but an actual game. But what got me hooked was Age of Empires. I was like 5 or 6 playing this game. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue. But it was cool, I guess. There's one cheat that just spawns in a truck. And it's like insta-kills anything it steps on. And yeah, that was how I had fun. So those 2 games, Insane Aquarium and Age of Empires. I revisited Age of Empires recently. I love it. It's so fun. I like to play multiplayer with my sister because she loves that game too. It's a real-time strategy game if you've never heard of it. Yeah, I don't know why I was playing that as a kid. My dad played it. That's as well. That's another reason. Like, I always played things my dad played. Okay, this one, enemy cracking up. I don't know why. This one is a long one. So, name Shigo's chair. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Shigo. I'll say Shigo. I know my name's a bit sus, but I just love the girls. Okay. I don't have any questions, but I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm so happy to have found your channel 3 to 4 months ago. I'm an avid ASMR enjoyer, and honestly, you are in my top 5. That is a big thing to say. Thank you. Your content is awesome. It really helps me relax and sleep, especially with your calming and beautiful voice. I even listen at times during my gaming sessions, either playing Overwatch or some other game. I honestly think you should have way more subscribers. Anyways, I just want to congratulate you on reaching 1K, and you truly deserve it. Continue on the amazing content, and remember, do not overdo yourself. Take care. And then you sent another message. Yes, it is me again. I just wanted to backtrack on considering Shigo Goth in my other submission, because that is just the way it has been implemented in my head from the childhood goth crush memes to think she's goth even though she really isn't. Plus, I just did research to see, actually know, if she was considered goth by actual goths. Turns out, nope. Anyway, just wanted to say that because I remember in one video you had an avatar of a profile picture which is supposed to represent you, which means you might be goth. And if so, I apologize for slandering the subculture, but I do love goth girls. I'm sorry, this one had me like rolling on the floor. Okay. So first of all, thank you so much for the compliments. That truly means a lot. And okay. So yeah, I consider myself goth. So goth is based around music, right? Obviously fashion can be a part of it, and to me it's a big part of it. I'm really into the fashion. That's why I like thrifting a lot. And to sewing, I like to sew patches of my favorite goth bands. So if you've never listened to goth music, I recommend you to check it out. Actually, it's cool. It's not what you think. Like when you hear goth, that's not what you think. It's like it's 80s music. It's technically post-punk is what it's called. But I won't, although I want to rant about goth stuff, I won't. Maybe I'll save that for another time. But I find it funny that you did your research on that. Oh, thank you so much for your submission. No, it made me laugh. It did. Flaming teammates when. I'm sorry. Never. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. Like, I'll blame teammates like a little teeny tiny bit to you guys. Like, I'll be like, oh, what is he doing? But I can't do it. I don't have it in me to actually talk to people like that. I don't like, because I don't like when people blame me. So why would I blame people, and it'll make them play better. It's not gonna, it doesn't actually change anything. But I'm sorry, I don't have it in me. Okay. How old are you? I am 20 years old. I'm almost 21. Oh my gosh. I'm old. Help me, I'm old. Oh no. And did you go to college? Technically I went to college. So I went for Japanese language. I'm still studying that currently. I know a good amount. I wouldn't consider myself like fluent, but definitely above conversational level. So I took a few classes on that. I was actually gonna go for art, but some very dramatic things happened that I won't mention because that's a lot to get into. So I wasn't able to go to college. Like, I was right about to start my first semester of like actually going for art, and then some crazy stuff happened. But I want to go back. I do. I think about that a lot. But I honestly also might just take art courses like outside of college because I don't know if going to college is the best for art. There's just better options. But yeah, short answer, I didn't get a degree, but yeah, I went. Okay. When you see bad things happen in the world, what do you think? Twitter cesspool stuff. I don't know. It depends on what the bad thing is, like, there's a lot of things that just make me think. Seriously, like, we're not past that stuff yet. Like, we always say, oh, it's 2024, and we're still doing that. Honestly, it just, in a weird sense, it inspires me to keep trying to be positive, keep trying to not be that person that makes other people's lives miserable. Like, no matter what, like, I don't know, it just obviously makes me sad. Like, I get very empathetic towards like bad situations. Like, I put myself in other people's shoes a lot, and I'm like, that would be like horrible, and like, I don't know, this might not even be what you were asking, but in general, when I see bad things happen in the world, I try to think, I need to try to be better. I need to try to do what I can. As like corny as that sounds. this channel is now a big part of my life, and it really brings me a lot of happiness. But in general, I've went through a lot of really tough stuff recently, like in the past few years. But I don't know. I'm happy-ish. We'll say ish. I have really, really happy moments. And I have really, really, really bad moments. But I try not to talk about that because I like to keep it positive, and not too personal, because I don't know, at some point that's just like trauma dumping. But yeah, so I'd say happy-ish. Something you wish you said to your mother or father but didn't or haven't. I can't think of anything to my mother, because I tell her everything. Like, I will call her the second, I'll be like, what brand of mayo do you recommend? I call her anytime. I'm really open with her now. I didn't used to be as a kid, but I am now. And so, I guess to my father, I could definitely, so, we don't have a bad relationship, but we don't I don't know. I kinda wish I would just tell him I loved him. Because, I don't know, I think we both have trouble, with emotions. Speaking our emotions to each other. And that's also why, I struggled with talking to my mom as a kid. I don't know, we both struggled talking, and yeah, I kinda would like to just say I love you. Maybe that's corny. But that's what I'd like to say. And maybe this should inspire me. Maybe I should just say it. And maybe I'll say it back, huh? What do you think? But thank you for your deep questions that made me think about life. Alright, this one comes from Langston, who just so happens to also be our grand prize winner. So, what was your first video game? Like I said, Insane Aquarium, please check it out. Or Age of Empires, probably the Insane Aquarium came first. Obviously the little kiddie games, but Insane Aquarium I consider my first game. Okay. What is your favorite single player game you've ever played? That is an awfully hard question, isn't it? So recently, I want to say Cult of the Lamb. That game was just awesome for many reasons, but although it's a cash grab now, the Sims franchise has been one of my favorites because I was obsessed as a kid. I mean, obsessed. Just, I could not stop playing. I would wake up an hour before I had to go to school to play The Sims. Oh, it was bad. Speaking of, I want to play The Sims for video. That game is pretty relaxing until it glitches out, but yeah, game is a cash grab now. But yeah, so that and Cult of the Lamb. Mass Effect 2. Not 2 as in the number, but as well. The Mass Effect trilogy as a whole. Love that game, seriously. One of my favorites. Got me thinking hard over here. Yeah, those are I don't know, the game that had the most impact on me, I think, would be something like Mass Effect. Because it was my first, I don't know, story game that I played all the way through. Honorable mentions. Detroit Become Human. Loved that game. Was obsessed when it came out. I could take a whole video. Maybe I should take a whole video to talk about that. We should do that. So I'll save that. But yeah, overall, it's probably Mass Effect. You guys should check that out too. It just got remastered recently. Yeah, thank you so much for your questions, Langston. I hope you enjoy your Overwatch coins. Do you have any piercings? Thank you for asking this. Thank you so much for asking this. my future dream career is to be a body piercer. I'm trying really hard to do that. I have my certifications, like my bloodborne pathogens and all that stuff, but it's really, really hard to break into because you have to go about it through an apprenticeship. So basically, you gotta know one. And the old tattoo shop I went to, they shut down. So I was familiar with them, and I was gonna get an apprenticeship with them, but now I gotta find a new place, so it's hard. But okay, anyway, do you have piercings? I'm gonna attach pictures for all my piercings because there's specific names. Okay, so I have a eyebrow piercing, a bridge piercing. That's like one of my favorite ones. I have snake bites, a septum piercing, which my septum is gauged, which means the hole is bigger. You basically push a bigger piece of jewelry through it and make it bigger. It's not crazy big, but it's 8G, if you know what that means, 8 gauge. So it's double the size of what I got it pierced at, but it doesn't look crazy big like you'd think because of the jewelry I have in it. But so yeah, eyebrow, bridge, snake bites, septum, and my most recent one is my all-time favorite, angel fangs. I freaking love them. They are so cute. The whole thing is to look like fangs, right? So cute, so adorable. I love them. They hurt though. Let me tell you, they freaking hurt. I think they were my most painful piercings by far. Like, I think I'll attach a piercing of my actual lip so you guys can see. Lip reveal, right? But they're so cute. I love them. It's funny, I don't have any actual like ear piercings. My literal lobes aren't pierced. I had them pierced when I was a kid, but they closed up. I do want to get ear piercings at some point, but I don't know. I'm just obsessed with piercings. And obviously you didn't ask, but tattoos as well. I want more. Like, I want a really big piece. I'll show a picture of one. It's a tattoo of Marceline from Adventure Time. And the other is, it says love. It's one of Lil Peep's tattoos. Just cause that's kind of what me and my husband bonded over. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably put a picture in. I want more tattoos though. I want like an actual big piece. But that's expensive. Okay, so what kind of music are you into? Yeah, so I mentioned Lil Peep, but I don't really listen to that much anymore. It's kind of more like a sentimental thing. Like, I do listen to it, but goth music is really what I'm into. Let's see, my favorite band is Lebanon Hanover. They're so good. They're German, so they have a lot of songs in German, or where like they speak German, like through half of it, you know. Not that that's really relevant, but I love them. I love stuff like, obviously, like a big thing I listened to in my childhood was Nirvana. I loved Nirvana as a kid. I still listen to them from time to time, but loved them as a kid. Let's see. Together, Pangea, they're not goth or anything. There's Nirvana, but I'm not talking about goth anymore. But Together, Pangea, they're really cool. I don't know what to describe them, just rock. I don't know how popular they are. Yeah, so stuff like that, stuff that falls under the like alternative umbrella, you know, and mostly goth music. So in that, my favorite is Lebanon Hanover and The Cure, of course. Susie and the Banshees, stuff like that. But Lebanon Hanover is on top right now. I could talk about music forever, I really could. Oh, and you said my name is Eden. Congratulations on 1K. Thank you so much. much for your questions because I could ramble about them forever. This is literally just like an hour-long yapping session. I'm sorry. Okay, last question. I'm out of breath. Since you play Overwatch, how do you feel about Season 9 so far? Oh my gosh. Overall, yeah, I think there were pretty good changes. Like, I'm going through phases right now where I'm like, this sucks. And then I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So, like, obviously I play support the most, so support got hit the hardest. You have to change your playstyle up 100% completely. Like, Mercy is very niche right now. I've been playing a lot of Kiriko because it's easy to get a high amount of damage on her. Because the main thing that I find with this season is supports have to damage. Like, obviously you should have already been doing that, but like heal botting, no, like you need to choose to damage over heal. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that situation. I like it in some sense. Like, I don't know. I'm forced to not heal bot. Like, I've been good about not heal botting, but some characters, like sometimes when I'm playing Kiriko, I will get caught up in healing a lot, but this really gives me an excuse to just go for it. So, yeah, my thoughts in general, like, I hated it at first, but now I'm kind of like, okay, I can get with this. For the most part, I do like the ranking system changes. I mean, it's not that different because, like, these systems, like, the your favorite thing, they were always there. You just couldn't see them. So, it's not as different, you know, but I do enjoy being able to see the percentage, like how close we are to the next rank. I don't know why it took them that long. They're weirdos. But thank you guys so much for all your questions. I'm sorry I yapped so much. I know, like, that was the whole point, but like, I kinda yapped. I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you want, go ahead and check the description for your instructions to claim your reward. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it all the way to the end, first of all, I love you.